Hooray for Hollywood! Hello there, I'm Stan the Movie Man, and this is your WIMZ.com movie review. This week your votes at WIMZ.com. You wanted me to go see 127 Hours, and I wanted to go see it too. Unfortunately, it was not playing here in Knoxville. So, I went to the number 2 vote getter this week, which was Megamind, which stars the voice work of Will Farrell, Tina Fey, Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill, and more. It's the story of 2 alien babies from 2 different worlds. They're both sent to Earth when their worlds are being destroyed by a black hole. One of the alien babies is raised in a perfectly normal family, and he grows up to be Metro Man, a superhero, and that's Brad Pitt's character. The other baby ends up crashing in a prison where he is raised by that surrogate family with that family's set of rules. He turns into the supervillain Megamind, which is, of course, Will Farrell's character. The two are constantly battling each other for the control of Metro City. Now, as often happens, Megamind decides to kidnap TV reporter Roxanne Ritchie, who's voiced by Tina Fey. Now, he does this frequently in an effort to lure Metro Man into one of his traps. And it's pretty much all the same this time, except this one actually works. It looks like he defeats Metro Man, and he takes over Metro City for all of his evil plottings and doings that he wants to do. But he quickly becomes bored with there being no challenge to him from a superhero, so he decides to invent a superhero. And it turns out that superhero is in love with Roxanne Ritchie as well. It's her cameraman, Hal, who's voiced by Jonah Hill. And this superhero is referred to as Titan. Titan is in love with Roxanne Ritchie. She rejects him, and then Titan starts going on this huge rampage through Metro City. And it's up to Megamind to switch sides, become a good guy, and defeat Titan. The movie is pretty good, but it lacks a couple of things. First, it lacks an increased level of insanity. What do I mean by that? I mean a really good kids animated film, whether it's traditional animation or computer-generated animation, requires insanity. It requires the action just be so frenetic, so you know, over the top, that you're just transfixed. At least children are transfixed to the screen by all the crazy shenanigans going on. This film lacks a certain amount of insanity, and a group of kids that were in the showing that I was at, well, their attentions were wandering quite a bit. Now, the other thing a good animated film needs to be is attractive to adults. And for all of its stellar voice talent, this movie is, quite frankly, at times, not funny enough and not interesting enough. It gets a little dull at times. It drags in spots where they're, of course, trying to tell the dramatic part of the story. But it's almost like they're paying too much attention to that, or they're not moving that part along fast enough to get us into the next frenetic action scene. So it's a little, you know, not quite there for the kids, and it's not quite there for the adults. So it's not quite a great movie. It's not bad, but it's not quite great, and that's why I'm giving it 3 guitars. Go to WIMZ.com to read my complete review. If you have any questions, feel free to send them to me at stanthemovieman@att.net. You can also follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan, and make sure you go to WIMZ.com and vote for the next movie I see. Till next time, later, Tater.